Spiritual Manthan.
Have you ever paused and thought, what if the version of your life you've always dreamed of is already happening? What if all your goals, desires, and wildest dreams are not far off fantasies, but present realities just vibrating at a different frequency waiting for you to match them? Most people spend their entire lives chasing the future, running after success, happiness, or spiritual enlightenment, like it's always out there. But what if it's not? What if you don't have to wait anymore? What if the key to unlocking this higher dimension, the fifth dimension, has been hidden inside you this entire time? A realm where your desires don't just take shape someday, they manifest instantly, effortlessly. Right here, right now. Sounds crazy, right? But it's not fantasy. It's physics. It's frequency. It's consciousness. And in this video, you're not just going to hear about it, you're going to feel it. You'll learn how to instantly shift into the 5D using something called the quantum alignment technique. And once you do, reality as you know will never be the same again. So take a breath and get ready, because you're about to unlock the life you were always meant to live. The fifth dimension is not a place, it's a frequency. Let's clear up a major misconception right from the start. The fifth dimension isn't some distant galaxy or magical land floating in space. It's not a place you travel to physically. It's a state you tune into. It's a frequency you access when your mind, heart, and soul begin vibrating in harmony with truth, love, and infinite potential. Imagine a radio. The music is already in the air, but until you tune to the right station, you won't hear it. The 5D works exactly like that. When you're operating in the third dimension, life feels like a grind. Everything moves slowly. Manifestation takes time. You're stuck in the world of duality, good/bad, success/failure, love/fear. But the 5D isn't about opposites. It's about oneness. There's no delay, no limitation, no struggle. In this higher frequency, you realize that reality responds to you, not the other way around. Instead of reacting to life, you begin sculpting it, moment by moment. It's the difference between being a character in a movie and being the director of the whole film. Once you understand this shift, you'll never see life the same way again. Because the truth is, you were never just a body. You've always been energy. And energy is limitless. You've already felt it before. Think back. Have you ever had a moment where everything just clicked? Where life felt effortless, like you were being guided by something greater? Maybe it was a gut feeling that turned out to be spot on. Or a day when time seemed to melt away, and you felt completely alive, completely present. That wasn't random. That was you touching the 5D, if only for a moment. You see, the 5D isn't some foreign concept. You've already experienced it, brief flashes of clarity, peace, joy, and oneness. Those moments where you weren't overthinking, stressing, or forcing anything, you were just being. The mistake people make is thinking those moments are rare or reserved for the chosen few. But they're not. They're not. They're your natural state. It's the 3D world. This noisy, anxious, distracted version of reality that's the illusion. The more we chase, the more we disconnect from what's already inside us. But the good news, if you felt it before, even once, you can live in it fully. That version of you who's aligned, at peace, and manifesting effortlessly isn't a fantasy. It's your higher self calling you home. And today, you're going to answer that call, not tomorrow. Not Sunday now. Why most people stay stuck in the 3D? The reason most people never shift into 5D living isn't because they lack potential. It's because they're stuck in a trap they can't see. The 3D world trains you to believe in limits. It teaches you that everything must be earned, that happiness is conditional, and that struggle is just part of the deal. From the moment we're born, we're handed a rule book: get good grades, get a job, get a house, maybe just maybe be happy. But here's the brutal truth. The 3D is a program. A system built on fear, lack, comparison, and control. And unless you question it, you'll keep running in circles chasing success. Relationships, money, believing that once you have them, you'll finally feel whole. But wholeness doesn't come from the outside. It never did. The 5D teaches you that you're already whole, that you were never broken, never behind, never separate from the life you desire. You were just told you were. So why do we stay stuck? Because it's familiar. Because letting go feels scary. But comfort zones are not safe zones, they're prisons. And today, it's time to escape. It's time to rise. Not through effort, but through alignment. Because freedom isn't earned, it's remembered. Step 1. Quantum awareness. This is where your transformation begins, not with action, but with awareness. Real awareness. Not just of your surroundings, but of the you behind the thoughts, behind the emotions, behind the personality. So let's do a quick experiment. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Now notice the space around you. Feel the subtle buzz of energy in your hands, your chest, your legs. Then ask yourself, who is noticing all of this? That still, silent presence that's you. Not your name, not your story, not your problems. That witnessing awareness is your access point to the 5D. Because awareness is consciousness, and consciousness is not bound by time, space, or physical form. It's infinite. When you live from this space of pure awareness, you stop reacting to life. You begin creating it. You're no longer trapped in the movie. You step into the director's chair. Everything begins here. You cannot align with a higher frequency if you're still lost in your lower identity. So before we talk manifestation, before we talk energy, we anchor in awareness. Because awareness is not just the first step, it's the foundation. Once you shift here, everything else begins to change. Step 2. Quantum alignment. Now that you've anchored into awareness, it's time for alignment. Quantum alignment isn't about forcing things into place. It's about becoming the version of you who already has what you desire. So here's how it works. Think of something you truly want. Maybe it's financial freedom. Maybe it's deep love. Maybe it's radiant health. Got it? Good. Now, instead of thinking about how to get it, shift your focus to what it feels like to already have it. Close your eyes and picture your life with it. Visualize the scenes: your bank account, your partner's smile, your body glowing with health. But don't stop at the visuals. Go deeper. What emotions would that reality stir in you? Joy? Gratitude? Excitement? Let those feelings fill your entire being. Amplify them until they become your dominant frequency. Because here's the truth. In the 5th dimension, you don't attract your desires. You become them. You merge with the vibration of the reality you want, and then the universe has no choice but to match you. That's quantum alignment. It's not about wishing. It's about embodying. You don't manifest from lack, you manifest from abundance. And when your frequency shifts, your world shifts instantly. No delay, no struggle, just resonance. Step 3. Emotions are the energy keys. Your emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they're frequencies. They're signals you're constantly broadcasting to the quantum field. And the universe? It's always listening. In the 5DE, manifestation doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to how you feel. Want to know your point of attraction right now? Don't look at your vision board. Look at your emotional state. If you're feeling joy, gratitude, peace, you're aligned with the frequency of abundance. But if you're stuck in doubt, fear, or frustration, you're unintentionally tuning into lack. It's not your words. It's not your effort. It's your energy. That's why one powerful moment of feeling can shift your entire reality more than hours of forced action. So here's a quick daily practice. When you wake up, before checking your phone, place your hand on your heart and ask what's the most elevated emotion I can feel right now. Then generate that emotion. Gratitude is one of the strongest. Joy is like a cosmic magnet. When you feel it, you become it, and what you become, you attract. Emotions are your shortcuts, your manifestation accelerators. So don't chase outcomes, amplify emotions. That's how you unlock the 5D. Not with effort, but with energy. Step 4. Don't chase, attract. This is the game changer most people never hear. You don't need to chase your dreams. You need to become a magnet for them. In the 3DE, we're taught to chase money, chase success, chase love. But in the 5D, you don't chase. You attract. Think about a flower. It doesn't run after bees. It simply radiates its fragrance, and the bees come naturally. That's how energy works. When you embody the vibration of what you want, it starts moving toward you automatically. No chasing, no convincing, just alignment. Want to attract love? Don't wait for someone to complete you. Start radiating the love you wish to receive. Want abundance? Stop stressing over bills and start feeling the wealth that already lives in your energy field. Your frequency is your business card to the universe. It announces who you are before you say a word. So ask yourself, am I broadcasting lack? Or am I transmitting confidence, clarity, and joy? You don't get what you want. You get what you are. And once you become the energy of your desires, the universe doesn't just listen, it delivers. How to handle 3D distractions. Let's be honest, life in the 3D world isn't going anywhere. You'll still get stuck in traffic, still hear bad news, still meet people who push your buttons. But here's the power move. You don't have to let any of it pull you out of your alignment. The secret is to become the observer, not the reactor. Think of yourself as the eye of a storm, calm, still, unshakable, while everything else spins around you. The 3D is filled with drama, distraction, and noise. But when you're in the 5D, none of it sticks. It passes through you like clouds across the sky. The moment you catch yourself reacting, whether it's irritation, fear, or doubt, pause, breathe, step back, and ask, is this a reflection of my higher self? You're not here to escape reality. You're here to elevate it. And when you observe, instead of absorb, you reclaim your power. The 3D might still be around you, but it doesn't have to be inside you. Remember, the 5D doesn't mean your problems vanish. It means your perspective changes. You no longer see challenges as enemies. You see them as energy patterns, and from that space, you can shift them effortlessly. Like light dissolving shadow. The quantum field is listening. Here's the truth most people overlook. The quantum field, the infinite sea of possibilities, is always listening. It's not judging. It's not doubting. It's simply responding to your signal. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every emotion you feel becomes a command. And the universe doesn't ask, did they mean that? It just says, as you wish. Imagine a cosmic mirror reflecting your inner world outward. If you radiate scarcity, you'll see scarcity reflected back. But if you radiate abundance, peace, love, certainty, that's what shows up in your life. Not as a reward, but as a response. There are infinite versions of you already existing. The broke version, the thriving version, the lonely version, the deeply loved one. The only thing that determines which version you meet is your frequency. So the question isn't, will I ever get what I want? The real question is, am I aligned with it right now? You're not begging the universe. You're tuning into the version of reality where your desires are already fulfilled. That's the magic of 5D living. You don't wait for signs. You become the sign. And when your vibration says yes, the universe never says no. Daily practice to stay in the 5D. Staying in the 5 dimension isn't about perfection, it's about practice. The more consistently you tune into that higher frequency, the easier it becomes your new normal. So here's your simple yet powerful daily ritual for 5D living. Morning stillness. Start your day in silence. Before touching your phone, take 5 slow breaths and feel your body. Anchor into awareness. Future feeling. Visualize your desired reality, and more importantly, feel the emotions that come with it. Not someday, now. Power statement. Speak an affirmation out loud that activates your higher self. Try, I am the vibration of everything I desire. Or make your own. Observing, not reacting throughout the day. Remind yourself, I am the observer. Respond consciously instead of reacting emotionally. Evening gratitude. Before bed, name 3 things you're grateful for, especially the things you haven't seen yet. Gratitude in advance is a quantum accelerator. This ritual doesn't take hours, but it aligns you with a dimension where time, struggle, and effort don't exist the same way. It keeps your energy clean, your mind open, and your spirit in sync with your highest timeline. Practice this long enough, and the 5D becomes your home. Final shift. Say yes to the 5D life. Let's get real. Change doesn't happen when you learn something new. It happens when you say yes to a new way of being. Everything you've learned so far, it's not just spiritual theory, it's an invitation. An invitation to step into your full power, to stop waiting, to stop doubting, to stop acting like the dream life is meant for someone else. You're not here to repeat old cycles. You're here to break them. You're not here to be a passive observer. You're here to be a conscious creator. So what does it take to say yes to the 5D life? It takes courage. It takes surrender. And most of all, it takes commitment. Not to struggle, not to hustle, but to trust yourself, to choose faith over fear, to lean into the unknown with a full heart and open arms. The universe isn't waiting for you to become perfect. It's waiting for you to become present. The moment you truly say yes to alignment, yes to inner peace, yes to your divine self, everything begins to rearrange in your favor. Because saying yes isn't just a choice, it's a frequency. And in the quantum field, frequencies never go unheard. Here's what I want you to remember, now and forever. You are not just a person trying to figure out life. You are a multidimensional being, a spark of infinite intelligence wrapped in human form. And this world, this reality, it's not happening to you, it's happening through you. You've always had the power to create, to manifest, to shift. You've just been taught to forget. But now you remember. You remember that your thoughts are energy, that your emotions are tuning forks, that your awareness is the master key. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, expressing itself in physical form. And once you align with that truth, nothing is impossible. So as you leave this video, don't go back to the old you. Step forward as the version of you who knows, I am the creator of my reality. I live in the 5th dimension, and everything I desire is already mine. The quantum field is alive. Your higher self is waiting. And your dream life? It's not in the distance, it's right here. All that's left is for you to claim it.